Okay, it's Get Your Rock Out here. Guys, why don't you introduce yourselves?
I'm Matt, I sing in the band Idiom.
My name's Grant, I play the bass in the band Idiom.
Brilliant. And so for people that don't really know that much about you guys, tell us very quickly what you do.
We're kind of really influenced by the old style of metal as new metal. We like bounce, lots of groove, and we get heavy and melodic as well, so I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much it, yeah. Yeah, anything really. We were told once, a sound guy said to us once that you like metal when it was fun, you know, so like it's just anything that makes us happy but still metal, you know. So.
And so, I mean, you guys have actually had a pretty epic few years. I mean, Benji Webb himself asked you to tour with them. What was that like?
Amazing, as you can imagine, absolutely insane. We've always loved the band Skindred, all of us, and it's probably one of the only bands we really fit with. Like, we just toured with Devil Driver, and that was amazing, but we're obviously not like them, so we really stood out. But with Skindred, it was the only place where I felt we didn't really stick out. We felt like we were playing with the right people. It was real cool.
Yeah, that was it, really. You pretty much filled the gap. Yeah, all the fans really appreciated both the bands, and I think they both had a following where it wasn't split 50-50. It was literally, I think every fan of Skindred appreciated what we did as well.
And so do you think that that's had a huge impact on your fan base? Have you noticed a big difference since then?
You're in.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was definitely it helped us out so much. I mean, I think when on the first tour we did with Skindred, we pretty much got a good 80% of their fan base then liked our things. So it was amazing for us really, because just to come out, because when we started, not a lot of people knew who we were. So that every show that we did, they appreciated it so much. So I think they helped us, because they brought the fans to us by them going to see them. So yeah, it's great.
I think they always got me up to sing most nights as well, and I got to do Nobody, which is like their classic, and I guess that instantly just warms everybody in as well. So yeah, that was amazing.
So while you were doing that, and when you were actually on stage with them, was it just one of those I can't actually believe I'm doing this moments?
Amazing. And you also feel that somebody you idolize is going off. You don't want to be in the way, so you always try and really take a back seat, but at the same time you're way more excited than they are, because you're like, oh my god. But yeah, at the same time you just try and hold back a bit and be like, yeah, it's fine, this is normal, but it's not, and it is weird. It does feel bad.
Brilliant. And you guys have got a new EP out. Why don't you tell us a bit about that?
Oh, you're in. You made it all.
Oh, yeah, the new EP's basically, we've just done a mini album now. We're touring it at the moment, trying to just basically push as much for that as possible. It's called We Can't All Be Superheroes, and yeah, we're just trying to push that as much as we can. We're writing an album at the moment as well, but we're just trying to tour as much of that and just try and get on the festival track at the moment. So yeah, get that.
We got to work with really good people. We got Mikey from Sixth, and we all love the band Sixth. He did the vocals, and the old members of Skindred recorded it originally, and then a guy called Andy mixed it. So it went through loads of people, and we're happy with how it came out at the end. It's cool. It's good for a mini album, so we're stoked.
And so for people that haven't heard you before, what kind of a style should they expect from it?
Lots of groove, screaming, lots of singing and rapping. So basically, lots of funky bass, but then lots of heavy bass, everything really. Just because we like everything. If you were in our van on the way to gigs, you wouldn't believe what we were going to get out and play. You really wouldn't. I'm not going to name the things that we listen to, but some of it you'd be like, what?
I'm afraid that now I am actually going to have to ask you about the most embarrassing track that you've got on the playlist.
I don't know.
We got some Katy Perry on there, I think. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But then,
you can get rid of it.
yeah. But then, and we got Timberlake. But then I've met so many people that are in metal bands along the way. Like, yeah, I got that album. So I think, like, musically, he's accepted.
Yeah,
like,
you just don't normally tell people.
You just don't tell people. So that's
sort of say,
yeah. But if you just listen to metal a lot and you don't really make it much, then you probably be like, that's really lame. But it's that's embarrassing. We're embarrassed now.
Okay, and just to continue embarrassing you further, how about the most embarrassing show you've ever played?
We recently played a show. It was an amazing show, real good, but we didn't realise till we got there that it was actually for the Cats Protection League. And we heard it was a charity gig, so we thought, yeah, a charity show should be good. And there was a raffle. And I mean the show. There was waxing for charity. It was pretty bad because we thought we'll turn up, brilliant, we'll do our bit for charity. Got there and then we were putting up Cat Protection League signs, and the girl that runs it owns like 20 cats, and it was so weird. We were like, okay, we'll do it, we'll push on, but I mean it was a really good show, but that was pretty embarrassing, especially there were people that had saw us touring with Devil Driver. Who had come to the show saying they really enjoyed our music, but I don't think they were expecting that at all.
And so how about best gig you've ever played? The one that's going to go down in your memory as just being incredible.
Today was pretty amazing because we really didn't know what to expect. I think when I get a chance to have that settle in, because we were first on and there were so many people there in comparison to I just walked through, and it was like when we played it was people really knew us and it was really good. We were like stoked, but I'd probably say for me my favourite one was Brighton when we played with
Concorde 2.
We played the Concorde 2 and we played with Skindred. Sad Season, yeah. And we were on really early, but we'd played before with Head PE there. And when we played, people were coming in and we were like, oh no, like we're actually playing and no one's in the room. So as we played, people ran in the room and then went off the bat, just went off, and then I fell off the stage, I think, or tripped over the monitor for sure. It was just like so manic and crazy. That was my favourite.
Yeah, that was mine, definitely, hands down, the best show. It was so unexpected. It wasn't like rammed when you went out. It was literally we were literally like line checking. And there was about 3 people in the room in an 800 capacity venue. And it was like, oh, I can't believe this. This is going to be horrendous. And I don't really know what happened, but it must have been stalling at the queue or something. But as soon as we started, they all came in, and definitely the best show, definitely.
And so do you guys kind of feel in yourselves as though you've made it yet? Or are you still thinking there's something that has to happen for you to think, you know what, yeah, we're actually here as a proper band?
I reckon that you make it when you're actually like, right, I'm happy with how it's all going, I think. Because you can always, Metallica will want to play a bigger gig. They always will. They'll want to sell more stuff. That's what bands want to do. They want to get big. They want everyone to hear them. But I think when you're having the best time with your mates on the tour, like your friends are just, all you want to do is play. I reckon you made it then. Like when you're having a great time. When 1 week we're playing with Devil Driver, and then the next week we're playing a Cats Protection League, but we still had the best night ever, and it's like, that's when you made it, when you're like, every gig is worth it, like, I reckon, for sure.
So what can we expect from you, like, over the next few months?
Lots and lots of gigging. A new album, hopefully after festival season, which we are really excited about, because I think this time we're really going to focus on the actual making of it. As before, we were really focused on playing live and just touring, and we were like, oh, better do a CD.
Yeah. We basically, on our last CDs, we basically just recorded the tracks that we had. We made a song, that's cool, that's going to go on there, but on this one we're actually making more than we need to then focus on which songs stand out, rather than just say, okay, we've got a new 6 songs, then we'll just slam them down. We haven't really, now we can actually look on what we've done and take some out, change bits, and we're really focusing on the actual aspect of the album.
Brilliant. And so this time next year, where do you want to be?
In the room next to the room we just played. Just moving up and still smiling and still having the best fun on stage and off stage. Because like now we've finished playing, It's going to be a well good time. We were in our little room they hooked us up with our beers, and we were like, this is going to be wicked. Going to watch El Nino and whatever and have a well good time. And as long as we're still doing that next year, I'm going to be stoked.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. No worries.